leverage your time. We at LYT Mode welcome you, and through this video we will leverage your time mentioning the strategy to clear RBI grade B in 2020, and we will discuss everything starting from when the notification will come, what is the past 5 years cutoff, what should be the strategy, parallel strategy, because apparently you have to study in parallel for phase 1 as well as for phase 2, and the interview is also a little bit tricky in RBI grade B exam. So we will discuss all those nitties and gritties about RBI grade B exam, which is to be held in 2020. Earlier we have uploaded a video in Hindi which you can find at the topmost right side of this video. Now this video is in English because many of our friends from South India, mainly Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka and Kerala, have mentioned that sir, please upload videos in English, because whenever we upload any video in Hindi they miss out because they don't know Hindi or they find it difficult to understand. So we have decided that we will provide a dedicated English video for our aspirants down south. So this video is dedicated to all Indian aspirants, including Annas, Chettas and Tamurus. So enjoy this video. And first thing is notification. So RBI grade B 2020 exam will be held most probably in December, January. So you can see the notification in October, November. Why I am saying this? On 26th of June there was a notification. Okay, so the last date of interview is 25th August. Few candidates have not given their interview yet of 2019, so their interview will be held till 25th of August. So you can expect their joining in September, and when the joining will finalize, then the notification will pop up. And if we go through the data of last 10 years, so we can definitely say that RBI will come up with the vacancy this year as well, because from 2011 to 2020 we have analyzed the data, and what we have saw is average number of seats is around 150 from last 5-6 years, and they have never missed a single year. So that's a good thing. Even in 2020 you can expect a vacancy for sure, and the vacancy will be somewhere around 150 to 200. Now coming back to 2020. So 2020 is a tough year due to coronavirus, but you have a lot of exams in your kitty. Like if I talk about regulatory exams, so you have many regulatory body exams starting from SEBI, PFRDA, and NABARD mains date is also out. It will be held somewhere in September first week, plus RBI will again come. So let's analyze the last 5 years of cutoff. So the main point is, in 2016 you can see that the phase 1 cutoff was 98, and in 2019 the cutoff zoomed up to 122. So why so high cutoff out of 200? I am talking about pre-phase 1. So the reason was, earlier in phase 2 the selection was 3000 to 4000 students. Okay, so they were selecting 3000 to 4000 students. Apparently in 2019 they did only 12 to 13 times of students were called for mains, and earlier 20 times students were called for mains. So that's why the cutoff increased, because it is inversely proportional to the total number of students coming. So students have decreased, so the cutoff has went high. So 122 is a high cutoff. Talking about the mains, in 2016 the cutoff was 177, 197, 202. This year I am guessing it somewhere around 210. So you can expect 2020 cutoff also to be around 210 to 215. This is because of the awareness about RBI grade B exam plus the lucrative job, whatever it brings to you. Okay, so the value is very much, because everybody is nowadays aware of this exam and they compete hard for RBI. So that's why the cutoff for mains is also increasing, and people are scoring more in finance and management as well as descriptive English part. ESI is still a bit tricky, so people find tough to score 70 marks, but I will further guide you how to score good in phase 2 as well. So keep watching the video till the end. After that, final cutoff. So final cutoff is also increasing similarly. So you can expect 250 plus cutoff in 2019 as well as 2020. So that's the 5-year analysis of the cutoff, and one of the reason why this year the cutoff will also increase if the paper level is same, and why the cutoff also increased in 2019. The reason was the number of total aspirants applying for this exam. So it zoomed around quadrupled since 2015-2016. And I can show you the proof as well, because I don't want to talk around the bush. So here you can see what I did that last year. I registered for a seat on the last eligible date for RBI grade B vacancy, and this is 402380. So 4 lakh students have applied initially for RBI grade B. So if I assume that 50,000 students would have not did the payment, still around 3.5 lakh students have appeared for RBI Grade B exam. That's why the cutoff is also zoomed up. And this year we are seeing a pattern also, like how IBPS is charging more because of coronavirus pandemic. They have to provide sanitizer with the rough seat as well as paddle moving door and everything, where you have to minimal apply your hand, and basically the contact should be minimal. So the total cost for the form is going to increase. We have already saw that in SEBI, where the price of the form is 1000 rupees. Now you should know your competitors, because if you are competing for a exam as good as RBI Grade B, so you should know the competitors. However, it doesn't matter a lot, but you should know, because this will add as a motivation in long run. So here you can see there is an elite class where IITians and IITians apply for RBI Grade B. MNC working employees, IT company employees and other MNC employees also apply for RBI Grade B. Apart from that, MBA graduates from IIMs and all those institutes also apply for RBI. Top graduates from SRCC, Jadavpur University, Delhi School of Economics, as well as down south, if you talk about Chennai, then there are also a few good colleges from where people directly apply. If I talk about Andhra Pradesh, there is Jawaharlal National University, from there also people apply. So yes, JNTU is also highly competitive. And if I talk about rest of India, then all the PSB employees who work in private banks or PSB, they also apply for RBI. UPSC aspirants also apply for RBI Grade B for a backup job. And I assume that 600 plus UPSC rank is nothing in front of Grade B. And if somebody has deep interest in Grade B, then in economics, then Grade B is a better option if you don't get a rank under 200 or 300 in UPSC. Full-time aspirants of bank, SSC, state, PCS also fill the RBI Grade B form, and they also help in increasing the cutoff of pre, because that is more favorable for them. Now final year students are also eligible, fourth year students or final year students, so they are also eligible for this exam, and this is the whole crowd who appear for RBI Grade B exam. So yes, whole India appears for it. So you can see here meme from movie Hera Fairy, whole India, bankers in PSB, and everybody is running behind RBI. So that was a funnier part. Let's move to the next thing, which is phase 1. So phase 1 strategy is very important. This is extremely important step in RBI Grade B exam. There are 3 hurdles: phase 1, phase 2 and interview. Phase 1 is extremely important because 99.5%, if you are from general category, then you are competing for only to 30 to 40% seats out of the total vacancy. So there is 99.9% chance that you will be eliminated after phase 1, because only around 1000 to 1200 students will be eligible out of 4 lakh students in phase 2. So you have to be in top 0.1 to 0.5 percentile. Now how to achieve that? I will guide you over that. So exam strategy has changed last year. The total number of question is 200, total number of marks is 200, time is 120 minutes. The cutoff which I am going to predict, keeping the level of exam constant, then the cutoff will be around 140 plus minus 10. Okay, so it may be 130, it may be 150, but it will be not less than 120 if the paper level is same as asked in 2019. Now what should be the strategy? See, here the key is the time duration. You have separate times duration for each section. So you can't swap. When I say there is separate time duration, means you can't swap between GA and English. If you have to do GA for 25 minutes, you have to do GA. If you have to solve reasoning in 45 minutes, you have to solve only reasoning. You can't even see any question from these sections. So the crux is you have to be good at all these sections. You have to be good at all these sections, but you have to be master in GA and somewhat reasoning. Why I am saying this? See, the reasoning is the key to the phase 1 success, but the master key is GA. Later on, I will show you some scorecards through which you will be 100% sure why GA is important. So in GA, you have to easily score 60 marks, and our product will help you in that, because our module definitely helps anyone to score 60 plus marks in general awareness. If you are smart enough, you work hard, then you can score above 70 also. So people have scored 90% marks, and I will show you the scorecard further in this video. In English, you have to again score 20 to 25 marks, and in quant you have to again score 20 to 25 marks. Okay, so if you score 25 marks each in both these sections, and in reasoning you have to target around 30 to 40 marks. Okay, so easily you can score 140 marks. If you are good at reasoning, score 10 marks more here, so 40 marks in reasoning, and decrease -5, -5, so 20 marks in both these sections. So the crux is you have to score at least 60 plus 20 plus 20 plus 40, then only you can reach to 140. And the paper level is not so tough. You can score this much mark. In GA, our module is there. In English, you have to do reading. In Quant, you have to do some arithmetic calculations. You have to apply your mental calculation using Vedic maths, as well as you can solve DIs, missing series, few arithmetic questions, reasoning, everything is puzzle, sitting arrangement, critical reasoning, CLOCs, machine input output, such kind of things. If you want to make dedicated videos on all these topics, I can make that for you. Do comment so that I come to know that you need that also. Now coming to few scorecards. This is the scorecard of 2019 exam. So this scorecard is of general category student. He scored 119.75 marks and the overall cutoff was 122. So he didn't qualify for phase 2. Why? He scored 60% mark in reasoning, 60% in English, 60% in Quant, but his score in GA was not 60%. That's why he failed. If he would have scored at least 55% marks in GA also, then he could have cleared. But when I'm saying you have to clear phase 1, at least you have to create a gap of 5-10 marks, because you can't depend on luck. If you are scoring only 122, 123, then you are depending on luck. Now coming back to a candidate who is from OBC category, the cutoff was 115.5 and he scored 113.5 and again failed. So again, what's the reason? GA 47.25. If he would have scored 60 marks, he could have easily cleared, because in other sections his score is okay. In reasoning also the score is less. The last year reasoning paper was a little bit tough, and all these aspirants are working aspirants, UPSC aspirants, MNC employees, so they have not a good hand at reasoning. But we have a 35 videos playlist, so you can watch those videos to strengthen your reasoning part, so that you can score 30-40 marks easily in reasoning part. Now after scoring this much mark, this people has been disqualified. So who got the selection? For selection, people scoring 60 plus marks. So he scored 66.25 marks and his overall score was 128.25 from general category, and he cleared the exam. And he used our material. And after the exam, he also told that it's you, Mr. Light, attempted 70, only 3 wrong, and didn't use any other material. He didn't use any other material because he was working in an IT company in Bangalore, and he asked at least 10 times that your material is sure, your material is good, it will suffice. So we made him assure 100% that yes, you can score 65 to 70 marks if you go with our material. He revised our material for 3+ times and he scored this much marks. So why he scored this much marks using our material? Because see, the normal pattern is people go to Yojana, Kurukshetra, PIB, RBI website, Limint, Business Standard, Hindu Business Line, Union Budget, Economic Survey, and a lot of IS materials to prepare for this 70 marks. This 80 marks, out of which getting 70 is a tough task for them. And they spend too much time on this and get very less time to prepare for phase 2, as well as for these sections, QRE, Quant, Reasoning, English. So if you want to score good in phase 2, which is the final mark to get a job at RBI, because phase 1 is worldly qualifying in nature, you have to just clear it. So why you are going to waste this much time on GA? That's the key. If you are going to study our material, you will get enough fodder material for ESI paper also, as well as interview. So make the right move, do leverage your time. Coming to another scorecard, he was the topper. He scored 73 marks in GA, and that is 90% plus marks in GA. So he again qualified, the score was 148, and you can see the reviews from another successful aspirants. Many of our aspirants, our selected aspirants, were in double digits. So you can see the positive feedbacks. You can check the reviews on our Facebook page, as well as other social media presence, as well as we have our website lightmode.in. There you can check that we have a very positive response. And you can see Ujwala, Prasant, Giriza, Murlidhar, everybody has written. From PO to RBI grade B, he has cleared. Murlidhar has written everything, why our material is good, sought and recovered the recent GA, and he has scored very good in PO exam. So our material is also for not only RBI grade B, but for other competitive exams also, including bank exams, MBA exams, and other competitive exams in which GA is asked. So how to get 70 plus in GA? So I have already mentioned how to get 70% in GA. Still, if you want how we create our material, so our material is for everyone. It includes PDF, video, podcast, quiz, smart hacks to improve brain functioning. Help guidance in other sections is also provided through personalized guidance and mentoring. And static awareness, financial awareness, current affairs, everything is covered. We use an extensive scientific process to check the relevancy of the data, and our content is real-time changing. And we have been doing the pertaining work for the last 5 years for exam like RBI grade B. And we don't wonder why people are getting success, because we put a lot of effort to create quality content for all of you people who are watching our video right now. Now coming back to the phase 2, The phase 2 is the point where you will get selection. You have to score at least to 210, 220 marks to make interview and formality, okay? Because interview is very tricky. In RBI grade B, people also get single digit marks and also go to score like 30, 40 marks. So parallel preparation is the key to RBI. Moreover, quant was the dream maker till 2018. Last year, the quant level was easy. And GA is the master key, as I have already mentioned. ESI and GA have a lot of similarity and hence could be prepared simultaneously, and you can use our material for ESI as well, where data is the key. FOM is a overrated section. For management, we have our separate course already in place. You can also check at this InstaMojo link where you will find all our courses which are there. RBI grade B subscription is already launched, and apart from that, our GK module is also there, 3-in-1 package. So if you buy for RBI, you are automatically enrolled for SEBI and PFRDA also, and it is highly affordable as well, because we don't want to put extra pressure on your pocket in this coronavirus time. Coming back to the parallel strategy, after finance part, there is descriptive English. In descriptive English also you can score too much mark, because the thing is topics, keywords, data, grammar and limit of words. You have to keep these things in your mind, because they have already checked your general awareness, so they don't want to check your knowledge, they just want to check your knowledge in English. So you have to provide the good grammar, vocab, limit of words, adversal, punctuation. Coming to interview, you have to do some particular things. So it is a long story. If you will reach there, we will guide you, and the crux is you have to be the driver instead of passenger. So in every answer, a question should be hidden, and for that you should read few good books from Raghuram Rajan or Paul Krugman, Amartya Sen, and somebody like that, okay? Down south we have a good economist known as Thiruvallalur, so his book is also good, which Nirmala Sitharaman also mentioned in last union budget speech as well. So RBI grade B is a very good opportunity for you all, and everybody likes it, because grass is always greener at the other side, and luck matters only if you have worked hard. So RBI is not about luck, it's about hard work, smart work. Whatever material you get from us or any other coaching institute, you have to work smart. Our material will leverage your time, that we can definitely say. So again, this is a meme where you can see this kid is saying to his father that I'm crying. So his father asked, why are you crying, dear? So he said, I wasn't aware about light earlier. So his father is saying, don't repeat the same mistake again. So here I have showed you that you don't have to repeat the same mistake again, and please don't repeat the same mistake again. This is my personal opinion to all of you aspirants listening us out there. Coming to few questions of finance, RBI 2019. So there is a very overrated thing, finance. So finance is not that tough. Finance static part is there. Okay, so a few questions are asked from the static part. Management consists of, out of 100 marks, 40 to 45 marks, and management is not tough. You can easily score around 90% marks in management. Static finance is there. Few questions are from finance static, and most of the questions are current affairs based on finance. Like you can see here, which of the following is microfinance institution is a universal bank now? So the answer was Bandhan Financial Service, which converted from a microfinance institute to a bank. So this was an easy question. GDP is measured on the basis of which year? Again, the constant prices of 2011, 2012 was used to calculate the GDP. Earlier it was 2004 and 2005. Okay. So the third question was, what doesn't comes under GST? So petroleum product. If you are into the news, so you know states are fighting with the government, like why you haven't put petroleum products in GST and all those shit. Coming to ESI, again, ESI is a bit a tricky section where people hardly score 70 plus marks, but yeah, you can see the paper. Questions like Sui Dhaga, which was focused on skill development. So a question was there like in Sui Dhaga, who is the actor and actress? And the movie talked about the skill development and MSMEs. The next question was the chairman of ban of virtual currencies in India, and the answer was Subhash Chandra Garg, Department of Economic Affairs Secretary. Next question was share of exports of products related to India's MSME during the year 2018-19. Answer was 48.1%. So data is very critical in ESI. Here also you can see India's life expectancy according to National Health Profile 2019. So 68.7 years. So data is very important in ESI paper. That's why our material plays a big role in ESI, because in our material data is specifically highlighted, and that helps you to retain the data in real time and to revise it and memorize it. So that's why I'm saying you to definitely subscribe to us if you want to get selected in 2020. Else it's up to you. If you want to make it a 5-year plan, it's up to you. If you are 20, 21 age, you can go for anything. But if you are at 26, 27, 28, 29 age, you don't have that much bandwidth. So you should go for the kill. Go for the kill and score hard. And the next question is Financial Benchmark Administrator Guideline by RBI. No FBI shall administer a significant benchmark without obtaining authorization of. The answer was RBI. So these were the few easy questions which I picked, so that you don't think that the paper is so tough. It's definitely tricky, but it's not tough if you prepare nicely and strategically. Now, coming to ESI and finance and management syllabus, it is huge. The syllabus is huge. There are plethora of content which you need to go through, and there is book like Misra Puri, Ramesh Singh, Datta Sundaram, Uma Kapila, and you have to go through Murnal videos, Economic Survey, Union Budget, Niti Aayog, Pratyogta Darpan, NCERTs, macro, micro. So you will need 1 to 2 years to do all this. And if I talk about finance and management, again here you have to follow NCERT book, Bharti V. Patha, Khan and Jan, E.S. Grewal, RBI website, CAP, JAB books, and all these management topics from books like S.P. Robin and all those things. So again, finance and management will take you around 1 to 2 years to complete. So if you will go through the standard approach, the conventional approach, if you have time, even if you are in college year or like second year, third year, you can go for ESI finance management conventionally. But if you have less time, if you are in your late 20s, then you should opt our material, because all this content will be provided here, and you will get a concise material, everything in a different form, and all those crux material will be provided here in a lucid language through which you can save your time, and all our material is created scientifically. So that was all from my side, and you can see few good reviews from our aspirants who have subscribed us earlier and who trusted us from states like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, as well as West Bengal, Kerala, Karnataka, Bihar, UP, Odisha, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, and all over India. So that is the end of the video, and if you like this video, if you think that it's valuable for you, so do share it with all your friends, Annas, Chetas, Tamarus, so that they also get some benefit, and spread it in all the WhatsApp and Telegram groups you are present in. Thank you for watching the video. Stay safe, good luck, keep studying. God bless you all.